Have you ever looked at your cat all curled up by the window and wondered what's going on behind those big, mysterious eyes? They always seem so cool, like nothing bothers them. But here's the truth. Cats are a lot more sensitive than people give them credit for. Beneath all that fur and sass is a heart that can bruise just like ours. Today, we're getting into the little things that can actually make your cat feel genuinely sad. Not mopey for 5 minutes, but the kind of sadness that changes how they act around you. You might not even realize you're doing some of these things, but once you do, it's hard to unsee it. Grab a cuppa, maybe give your cat a little chin scratch, and let's begin. Number 1. Ignoring them. We've all had those long days. You come home, drop your bag, kick off your shoes, and collapse onto the sofa. The last thing on your mind is playing with a laser pointer or tossing a crinkly ball across the room. But to your cat who's been waiting all day for you to come back, this might feel like a silent heartbreak. Despite the rumors, cats aren't solitary little statues that prefer to be left alone. Sure, they like their quiet moments, but they also form deep, emotional bonds with their favorite humans. When you walk past them without a glance, skip their usual cuddle time, or scroll endlessly on your phone instead of acknowledging their presence, it stings. It might not seem like much after all, you're just tired, right? But to your cat, the silence speaks volumes. And if it goes on too long, it can start to chip away at the trust and closeness you've built. Even 15 minutes of gentle attention each day can make a world of difference. Number 2. Yelling or raising your voice. Imagine you're relaxing in your favorite chair, purring away in your own quiet little world, and then suddenly a booming voice fills the room. You wouldn't be thrilled, would you? That's what it's like for your cat when someone yells. Cats hear far better than we do. Their ears are finely tuned instruments, picking up the softest shuffle or the tiniest chirp outside the window. So when voices rise in frustration or anger, it doesn't come across as discipline. To them, it feels more like an earthquake has struck the living room. One moment of shouting might not ruin everything, but if it becomes a pattern, your cat could start to view you more as a threat than a friend. They might stop coming close, sleep in corners they never used to, or flinch at sudden movements. The bond begins to fray, all over something as simple as tone. It's not always easy. Cats sometimes knock over glasses or scratch the arm of the sofa for the 10th time that week. But instead of shouting, try stepping in with a calm voice and a clear action. Number 3. A dirty litter box. There are a few things cats care more about than cleanliness. These animals are fastidious by nature. They groom themselves constantly, keep their sleeping areas tidy, and expect their bathroom space to be just as spotless. So when the litter box isn't cleaned regularly, it doesn't just make them uncomfortable, it can actually make them miserable. Think of it from their point of view. Would you want to step into a smelly, messy bathroom every time nature called? Cats have an incredible sense of smell, far more sensitive than ours. What seems like a slightly used litter box to you might be unbearable to them. If your cat is suddenly refusing to use the litter tray or starts going in other parts of the house, they are not being naughty. They are sending a clear message. Their toilet is no longer acceptable. The fix is easy, but it does require consistency. Scoop out solid waste daily, even twice a day if you have multiple cats. Replace the litter fully and wash the box with mild soap once a week. A clean litter box might seem like a small thing, but for a cat, it is the foundation of feeling safe in their own home. Keep it clean, keep it accessible, and you will have a cat who feels respected and at ease. Number 4. Raising your voice at them. Cats have incredibly sensitive ears. They can hear a wide range of sounds we barely notice. So when we raise our voices, even a little, it can feel like a shockwave. While dogs might recognize a scolding tone and react with guilt or submission, cats just hear danger. That raised voice means the safe bubble they trusted has burst. The problem is, yelling doesn't teach cats a lesson, it just teaches them fear. If your cat scratches the sofa or knocks over a glass and you shout, it won't connect the behavior with the reaction. It will only know that your presence has suddenly become frightening, and that can leave a lasting impression. It's even harder for shy or sensitive cats. These little ones take longer to build trust and can be deeply shaken by harsh sounds. What might seem like a quick moment of irritation to us could undo weeks or even months of quiet bonding work. Cats remember how you make them feel. Make sure they remember you as someone calm and safe, not someone who shouts. Because when you keep your voice soft, your cat hears love, not fear. Number 5. Changing their routine too suddenly. Imagine your cat's world as a tightly organized calendar. Meals, naps, playtime, cuddles, it's all penciled in. Then one day, the meal arrives hours late, the litter box disappears to another room, and strangers are wandering through the house. From your perspective, these are harmless changes, but from your cat's point of view, their whole schedule has crumbled. Cats find comfort in predictability. A sudden shift can lead to confusion, stress, or even illness. You might notice your cat hiding more than usual, grooming excessively, skipping meals, or acting skittish around areas they used to enjoy. These signs are subtle but serious. They're your cat's way of saying, "I don't understand what's happening and I don't feel safe." Of course, life isn't always consistent. Sometimes things have to change, but if you can, ease your cat into new routines gently. Shift feeding times little by little. Leave familiar items in place if you're rearranging the room. When guests come over, give your cat a quiet retreat space filled with comforting scents and toys. Number 6. Ignoring their fears. Cats might act confident and graceful, but they are actually very sensitive. They pick up on sounds and movements long before we even notice them. A loud bang, a buzzing appliance, a stranger's voice, or even just a balloon floating across the room can be deeply unsettling for them. When your cat runs to hide under the bed or suddenly flattens its ears and freezes, it is not being dramatic. It is reacting to something it truly finds frightening. The mistake many people make is pretending the fear doesn't matter. You might think your cat will simply get used to it over time, but that is rarely true. Unlike people, cats do not adapt well to stressful situations unless they are gradually and gently exposed to them. If your home environment is often noisy or unpredictable, your cat may live in a near constant state of worry. What helps most is giving your cat the freedom to react the way it needs to. If it wants to hide, let it. Do not drag it out or follow it around. Instead, make sure it has a quiet, comfortable space where it can feel safe. Add a soft blanket, a familiar toy, or an item that smells like you. These little touches can give comfort and help them recover faster. Number 7. Forcing new friendships. While some cats are very outgoing and affectionate, many prefer to take their time before warming up to new people. When you try to rush that process by placing them in someone's lap, handing them over to a stranger, or encouraging others to pet them when they clearly want space, it can make your cat feel cornered and misunderstood. Cats prefer to observe from a distance first. They want to sniff the new person, maybe circle the room a few times, and choose their moment to say hello. When this choice is taken away from them, it can lead to stress and mistrust. It is especially unfair to scold a cat for reacting this way. From your cat's point of view, they were pushed into a situation they had no control over and are now being punished for expressing discomfort. This can weaken your bond with them and make them even more hesitant to interact with people in the future. By letting your cat decide when and how to interact with others, you show them that their comfort matters. That simple kindness builds a deep sense of trust. It lets your cat know that even when life gets a bit noisy or crowded, they can count on you to protect their boundaries. So there you have it. Cats might act cool and collected, but their feelings are very real. From ignoring their needs to shouting too much or changing routines without warning, it all matters to them. If you found yourself nodding along or thinking, "Oops, I've done that," don't worry, we all slip up sometimes. Just try to do better from today, and your cat will notice. If this helped you understand your furry friend a bit more, be sure to check out the video on the screen. It contains an exhaustive list of things humans do that break their cats' hearts. See you next time.